Some drinks are refreshing, some are energizing, but then there are the ones that never should have existed at all, hidden behind glossy labels and bold marketing where beverages so dangerous, so unpredictable that the US government had to step in and shut them down. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain on a list that feels almost unreal. Concoctions that cause blackouts, organ failure, contamination scares, and nationwide panic before vanishing from store shelves forever. Some are marketed as healthy, others as fun, but every single one carried a secret that finally caught up with them. These aren't just drinks, they're warnings. Welcome to the 13 banned beverages America never wants to see return. Original absinthe, pre-2007 wormwood formula. A drink so mysterious, it was accused of turning artists into madmen. Absinthe wasn't just a drink, it was a cultural phenomenon. In the late 1800s, painters, poets, composers, and writers embraced the glowing green spirit as a muse. But it soon gained a darker reputation. Reports of hallucinations, psychotic episodes, and violent outbursts began circulating through Europe. Some blamed thujone, a compound found in wormwood. Others blamed mass hysteria. But by the early 1900s, absinthe became a symbol of moral decay. So when the US saw Europe banning it, America followed quickly. In 1912, absinthe disappeared entirely, whispered about in speakeasies as the forbidden green fairy. For nearly 100 years, Americans believed it was a psychedelic poison. Only in 2007 did scientists prove it wasn't the demon drink people thought, but by then, the original formula had been outlawed for generations. For Loco, original caffeinated formula, the drink that convinced a nation to panic. The original Four Loko wasn't just another party drink. It was chemical chaos in a can. With around 12% alcohol plus extreme levels of caffeine, taurine, and guarana, it slammed the body with two opposing forces simultaneously: sedation and stimulation. People didn't feel drunk until their bodies suddenly shut down. Between 2009 and 2010, hospitals across the US reported waves of college students arriving unconscious, dehydrated, and dangerously intoxicated. Police departments labeled it blackout in a can. The media frenzy pushed lawmakers to act. In 2010, the FDA ruled that adding caffeine to alcoholic drinks was unsafe, forcing Four Loko to remove its signature formula. What once defined a generation of reckless college nights was effectively banned forever. Cocaine energy drink. When a drink's name becomes its own crime. Cocaine energy drink was designed to shock, and it succeeded. With more than 3 times the caffeine of Red Bull, tingling additives, and packaging that resembled contraband, it quickly became infamous. But what really got it banned was its marketing. The FDA declared that calling a beverage cocaine was equivalent to promoting illegal drugs. Combined with claims like better than the real thing, regulators shut it down. Stores removed it overnight, and the brand became a case study in how far marketing can go before the government steps in. Red Bull Cola, original formula. One lab test changed everything. In 2009, European food agencies tested Red Bull Cola and found trace amounts of coca leaf derivatives, the same plant used to produce cocaine. Although the company insisted it was safe and naturally processed, the headlines exploded globally. Countries started banning it one after another. The US, fearing contamination and legal issues, pulled the drink from shelves. Red Bull quietly discontinued the controversial cola, leaving many consumers unaware that the product they once sipped had triggered an international scandal. Purple Drank, codeine lean, a colorful drink with a deadly shadow behind it. Born in the southern US rap scene, Purple Drank became a cultural symbol, sweet soda mixed with prescription-grade codeine cough syrup. But behind the neon glow and celebrity endorsements lurked a lethal truth. Codeine is an opioid. The drink slowed breathing, impaired judgment, and caused overdoses long before the general public understood opioid addiction. It wasn't sold commercially, but its recreational use became so widespread that the government cracked down hard on codeine distribution. Purple Drank remains one of America's most dangerous underground beverages. responsible for numerous hospitalizations and fatalities. Kava drinks, high-concentrate versions, a natural drink that silently damaged organs. Kava had been used in the Pacific Islands for centuries as a calming ceremonial beverage. When it reached the U.S., companies saw an opportunity: bottled kava shots, concentrated kava drinks, and powders promising instant stress relief. But within a few years, medical reports surfaced linking high-concentrate kava beverages to severe liver failure. Some victims required emergency transplants. Several countries banned it outright, and U.S. regulators issued multiple warnings. Although milder forms remain legal today, the potent versions that caused irreversible harm are completely removed from the market. Unpasteurized kombucha over fermented batches, the health drink that almost fooled the law. Kombucha's popularity skyrocketed in the 2000s, but the drink's natural fermentation became its downfall. Many bottles continued fermenting on store shelves, producing unexpected alcohol levels. Some brands reached 2 to 3%, technically making them illegal alcoholic beverages without proper licensing. The U.S. launched multiple investigations, forcing companies to recall entire product lines. Kombucha survived as a trend, but only because producers changed their methods. The wild, unpredictable early formulas are gone forever. Jolt Cola, original high-caffeine formula, the soda that pushed America's caffeine tolerance to the edge. Long before energy drinks dominated shelves, Jolt Cola became the rebel drink of the 80s and 90s. With double the caffeine of normal soda, it marketed itself directly to exhausted students and overworked adults. But the FDA started paying attention when caffeine-related hospital visits increased. New regulations pressured beverage companies to limit caffeine content, forcing Jolt to abandon its original formula. The iconic drink that symbolized rebellion became another casualty of regulation. Raw milk drinks, unpasteurized milk beverages, a natural drink with a microscopic threat. Raw milk supporters claim it's healthier and more authentic, but the science tells a different story. Without pasteurization, raw milk can harbor E. coli, listeria, and salmonella. Outbreaks linked to unpasteurized milk cause severe illness and even deaths. As a result, the majority of U.S. states banned retail sales. Any drink made with raw milk, shakes, smoothies, flavored beverages, is illegal unless purchased directly from a farm in specific states. It's one of America's most regulated agricultural products. Unpasteurized echt nog, rural holiday nog. A cozy holiday tradition that turned into a seasonal danger. Raw eggnog used to be a holiday staple. Families bought in stores, rich and creamy, made with raw eggs and raw milk. But the combination proved risky. Salmonella outbreaks repeatedly hit during winter months. Regulators banned commercial raw eggnog in most states, forcing pasteurization across the board. The classic version still exists, but only if you make it yourself. Legally, the original drink has disappeared from shelves. Potassium bromate soft drinks, a chemical banned around the world, except it used to be in American drinks. Potassium bromate strengthens dough, but early manufacturing practices also allowed it to enter certain beverages. Once studies linked it to cancer in animals, many countries outlawed it immediately. The U.S. eventually followed, banning beverages containing the additive. Today, even tiny traces can get a drink pulled from shelves. The chemical is so controversial that its mere presence is enough to shut down production. Methanol cocktails, bootleg spirits, the silent killer hiding behind homemade alcohol. Methanol contamination often occurs in illegally produced alcohol, moonshine, homemade spirits, or cheaply made foreign liquors. Methanol looks and smells almost identical to ethanol, but the body processes it into toxic acids that destroy the optic nerves and attack the central nervous system. Blindness, coma, and death can occur from just a few ounces. The U.S. enforces strict bans on any beverage suspected of containing methanol, raiding illegal distilleries, and seizing thousands of bottles every year. THC drinks, pre-legalization formulas, a drink that existed before the law had rules for it. Before marijuana legalization swept through certain states, THC-infused drinks were sold underground. Inconsistent, untested, and often contaminated. Doses ranged wildly, leading to panic attacks, psychological episodes, and medical emergencies. Federal law banned all cannabis drinks nationwide for decades. Only recently have regulated, lab-tested versions become legal in select states, but the early versions, unpredictable and unregulated, are permanently banned. We've just walked through a list of drinks that many people never knew existed, yet each one left a mark on America strong enough to force the government's hand. Some were born from reckless marketing, others from scientific misunderstandings, and a few from pure desperation to push boundaries. But all of them share the same fate. They crossed a line where curiosity became danger, and danger became regulation. Behind every ban is a story. A college party that spiraled into chaos. A healthy beverage that turned out to be toxic. A cultural trend that grew too powerful for authorities to ignore. A drink so mysterious it sparked rumors that lasted a century. These aren't just beverages pulled from shelves. They're reminders of how easily something harmless can become hazardous, and how quickly the things we trust can turn against us. And the most unsettling part? Many of these drinks were once sold openly, advertised boldly, consumed casually, until the moment the hidden risks surfaced. For every banned drink we've uncovered tonight, there are countless others that came close. Products that slipped through the cracks, formulas quietly changed before the public ever found out, and beverages that vanished with no explanation at all. So as we close this chapter, one truth becomes impossible to ignore. When it comes to what we drink, what we're told isn't always the full story. And somewhere out there, the next harmless beverage may already be waiting to reveal its real cost.